Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be
Good day,
aware.
everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure.
Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade. Okay, let's start. If you just give me 1 second. Okay, all right. We are waiting. Let me see if there's any more news. Nothing. We missed one trade on the CL. It came right to the target and we missed by 1 tick. I was busy to look at it, and we missed the CL by 1 tick. This is coming from the market analyzer. The market analyzer they calculate every trade. Where is your target? And on this one here, you can see we missed the calculation from the market analyzer on the CL. We missed by 1 tick to close that trade, and I was busy. I couldn't keep up with it. And all right, so what we will do, we'll go ahead and keep our eye on it, and we put it right there. We'll see what we can do, and then we take this one here. The auto trade will readjust the trading stop to the fib line later on. So there is no use to do anything with it anymore. We'll leave it as is. +1, or it's gonna go back and hit the target. That's what we are looking for. For the ES, which we have covered many times, that when it comes between those two yellow lines, you should not allow any short. Let me show you something. We have two colored yellow lines here, the dead zone here. Measure the previous highs and low, and we have the same thing when the market is long. So if we look at this market, when it hit those two yellow line, when it gets inside, you should not be auto trading short anymore. And actually, we don't have a reversal at this moment because this is a pullback re-entry. The buyers over the sellers, the market analyzer is in red. So this is a pullback re-entry, and we have a double resistance here. So there is a probability for this market to reject from the 59.82 and go back. Already hit the institutional number. Usually in the morning there are two targets. The second institutional number is 59.62. So most likely we're gonna get this number here, the institutional for the morning. We're gonna be hitting the 59.62. This is the same story on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq came between those two yellow lines, hit the first institutional number, and now is going back down, and hit the second institutional number. That is no long. There is no long. Again, doesn't matter what auto trade you are using. You should not allow your auto trade to take long, because this is a heavy re-entry on the 21,715. In between the 21,715 and the price right now, there is also fib. So doesn't matter what Autotrade, doesn't matter what kind of dishwasher machine you have on your Ninja Trader platform, you cannot take long. Don't think your Autotrade is gonna calculate everything for you. You are the captain on that ship. You need to have some common sense. So there is no long on the Nasdaq. You should always, on this condition right now, you should only allow the Nasdaq to take short on whatever auto trade you are using. Doesn't matter if it is from us or somebody else. Again, I forgot the CL and I closed the trade and I didn't have time to do anything. All right, so we are okay, and let's see what else we have. We can start bringing down the scalper. If you give me 1 minute, please. We're gonna take the Nasdaq, and this is the scalper. It's already up 3,345. We're gonna put it right there, scalping the Nasdaq. So here it is. Maybe we take one more. You know, I don't know if any of you trade the gold, but also the gold we have 2440. I cannot bring everything down, but here is the gold 2440. So this is the re-entry we were talking about with the Nasdaq, and this is the re-entry. And there is no long on the Nasdaq. There is no long on the Nasdaq. Be careful. For the ES, we have a re-entry at 59.8850. Also, you have to be careful with this one here as well. So, seems like the market is doing fine. It's easy day. There is no headaches. There is a little problem with the ES at the moment. It's like going in both of directions. So be careful with the ES. And absolutely, if you are on a manual trading or auto trading, you wait till this Nasdaq go below the 21,692, and then you can hit it short, because right now the Nasdaq, this is the re-entry we called, but there is a heavy resistance on top of it, and there is a support here. On the ES, the market trying to recover, and the buyers equal to the sellers with the 6 different time frame, and the buyers equal to the seller with the 6 different time frame. And it is a little bit tricky with the market. The market is half green, half red, indicating that the market is not trending. So you have to be careful with your trades. Still, I would not allow any auto trade. I'm not your financial advisor. Do whatever you want, but I would not allow the auto trade. Do whatever you want, but I will not allow my auto trade to take long on the Nasdaq. Doesn't matter. We have 20 auto trade in the package. None of them I will allow the Nasdaq to take long in this area here. So you have to be very careful with taking long on the Nasdaq. There is way overwhelming with the resistance in this area. The only time you can start taking long on the Nasdaq when we cross the 21,737. At this moment, the gold already took a long trade on the gold, already made 24.40. So I don't know if is this one good or not yet. I have not looked at the chart. So you have to be careful with the Nasdaq. The ES is coming right there at the re-entry. It is really a problem with the Nasdaq. It got stuck in the channel. There is not much going on in the market, so you have to be careful. The market sideways, and you have to be really careful with your trade. On the gold, already took the trade. And this is the market analyzer for those auto trades here. Here they are. As you see, this is the gold right there. Taken long is already up 120, and that's what it is right there. And there is another trade with the Russell 2 contract, 220. If we look at the Russell, here it is, the Russell 230, and here's the Russell 230. And the gold is 80. The YM didn't make money today. The YM didn't make money. The CL, this is the first trade, 240. The ES, 1,275, all based on 2. The gold is 2,520, and the Nasdaq 2,525. So those are the results for now on the scalping. So let's go back to the market to see what's going on. Be careful, there is no long, and there is no trade on the ES. No matter what you do, there is no trade on the ES. Be careful. There is no trade on the ES. Despite your auto trade, still is a dishwasher machine. It's just a machine. It's not a human. You know, don't think you have an auto trade. You can figure out everything in the market. There is no trade on the ES for now. And if you are smart enough, do not go long on the Nasdaq, not right now. Let's see what the market is going to hold for us. The market is sideways, it's not trending at all. It's too early to take a long on the Nasdaq until we cross those lines, until we cross the 21,738. Be careful, guys. Today is Thursday. Friday, tomorrow, we don't need to get in trouble with trading. The gold, we call the trade on the gold for you, and whoever follow that trade is already up $300 on the gold. And we're not your financial advisor. Whatever you do, it is at your own risk. We do not promise any honeymoons. So we have a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond from the market analyzer. We have a new signal, sell signal on the 30-year Treasury bond. Even the scalper not taking a trade. So the market is sideways. It's like the market not moving. And the weird part, I don't see any more news for today. Whoever follow that trade on the gold, you are already 320 up. The market not moving. Whoever follow that gold trade, we are 480 up. We call that trade for you. You are now 480 up. That should be made your day, and not getting stuck with the Nasdaq or ES only. The scalper not taking any trades, only we have the gold. And the Nasdaq trying to get up, don't let it fool you. The Nasdaq has a long way and cannot penetrate all those resistance. Question is, why all those many lines? When the market is sideways, you will have many lines, and you cannot trade or auto trade between the lines. You need to stay away. This is a turbulence. You fly below or you fly above, and you stay away from that section here. You should not be trading from 21,724 all the way to the 21,737. You're gonna get in trouble. You should not be trading those areas. The chart is split in 3 pieces. Only amateur people thinks. You see them on some other channels or some other cheap apps. They don't understand the chart is split in 3. There is a place where you go short, there is a place where you don't do anything, and there is a place where you go long. Above this area long, below this area short, and stay the hell away from the Nasdaq in this area here. This is not a tradable market. And as you see, there is no sign for the ES movement, and the Nasdaq is sitting, and little at the time you're gonna start seeing the Nasdaq trying to go back to retest the 21,696.50. So you have to be careful. We're sitting on standby. Not even the scalper is taking a trade. We only have one trade on the gold. Now it is 420. None of those below is taking a trade, and that is great, because I don't want the ES, Nasdaq, Russell take any trades at this moment. There is no direction in the market. Why you think you can find direction in the market when the market has no direction? You know, you cannot move the market. You're just renting the ES. You are just renting the Nasdaq. You have no inventory. You cannot move the market with one ES or one Nasdaq. You're not moving millions of dollars to change the market direction. So, you know, so just stay calm with it. We have a new trade on the scalper, short on the CL. We have a short trade on the CL. So now we are 400 on the gold, and now we have short on the CL. So we are up to 6725. This is not bad based on 2 contract, and now we're going down with this. And the gold, we're still in that trade on the gold. We have 400. We called both of trades for you. Now the CL is 120, 140, and I'm so glad we stayed away from the ES and Nasdaq, because they are not tradable at this moment. 260, 280, 340, and here it is. And now we have a long trade on the ES. And now we have a long trade, no, Nasdaq, no. We have the CL is already up 300. So the CL is 280, ES 275. Now why the gold went down? Okay, wow, this was a fast movement. Okay, ES. CL. Jesus, the market is fast. be careful with the ES, and you still don't have a trade on the Nasdaq yet. We need to cross from 21,723 all the way to 21,738 before we call the long trade for you. So be careful with it. The market sinking again. The scalper on the Nasdaq not taking any trade. We have 33.45. The markets start getting stronger, we can see, but it's not strong enough to go long. We can see the buyer with 6 different time frame. They start going over the sellers, and we start seeing the green in here. It's not fully loaded yet, but we're getting stronger, and ES, the buyer is a little bit over the seller. There is something here on the top of those two says HFT is in red. And this one here says HFT is in red. Indicating means the high time frame, the 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So we combine those, you know, and it's telling you the high time frame is still in short mood. And the direction of the trend, if you are a little bit out of the box with the institutional look, still the trend is down with the institutional look, not somebody with a Ranko bar and using, you know, a small chart. This is the bigger picture. It is still down direction, and the high time frame is still down direction. So the market is trying to get healed and going back long, but not strong enough yet. So you have to be careful with your trade. The market is not moving, and there is a trap because the ES is confirmed many times the support on 59.82. There is only one direction he has to go up. The Nasdaq, and this is really puzzle, The Nasdaq is going right now. The ES is going to try to get up, and the Nasdaq has to deal with those resistance. He has to deal with this resistance. So it's not strong enough to penetrate those walls, and it's gonna take few times try out the market to break it. Once we break this, we are on one direction long. As long as we are here having a problem in this area here, I would not call the Nasdaq long. I would not call it long. So be careful. Now the Nasdaq is trying to break those area here. Let's see if it's able to do that. The ES wants to get up. It fell. You can see where is the wake. That's what we've been talking about all morning. Here's the first wake right there at the resistance, and didn't even make it to the double resistance right above it, 21,736. It fell, and then the re-entry point is right there, 21,704. This is a re-entry long from here to here, and when you are taking a trade in here, there is a double support. So the Nasdaq is nasty today. I mean, I'm sorry to say that. It's really nasty. If you don't know what you're doing with the Nasdaq, you can be potentially losing a lot of money with your Nasdaq. On the swing trading, we are 1700 on the swing trading Nasdaq. It's fine, but to generate a new trade at this moment with the Nasdaq is not a very good idea. That's exactly where we said the re-entry. And let's see if it's gonna fail on the Nasdaq again. This is the re-entry right there. As we speak, this is the re-entry. And this is the double support right here. So let's see.